forgotten ones below. The party were accosted by members of the rebellion and brought into their underground lair. There, the leader of this branch of the rebellion, Fargrim Rumnahai, interrogated the party before offering them a very important job to prove themselves. The job involved hijacking a lightning rail train and delivering it and its cargo to a point along the rails outside of Volyon. The party accepted the job and traveled back to Volyon to investigate and hopefully board the train. Rourke tried to figure out where the crates being loaded onto the train were coming from by climbing onto the roof of the train station, and was able to determine the location of the warehouse after narrowly avoiding getting caught by the guards. The party made their way to the warehouse and decided to sneak into it by forming a human tower and entering through a second-story window. However, as they zip-lined into the warehouse via a rope set up by Rourke, Voran lost his grip on the rope and fell to the ground, alerting one of the warehouse workers. The party quickly hid between the stacks of crates in the warehouse, but had to incapacitate the guard when he got too close to them. Opening up some of the crates in the warehouse, they discovered some empty crates and some crates that were filled with sugar. Working quickly, they emptied half of the sugar from the crates filled with it, and then dissolved the displaced sugar with water. Stuffing the body of the incapacitated warehouse worker in a crate with Rourke, the rest of the party got into crates of their own and sealed them back up, waiting to be transported onto the train. Will the party successfully infiltrate the train? What other troubles will they encounter on it if they do? And what will become of the captured warehouse worker? Find out this time on the Forgotten Ones below. Yeah, it's much harder. I mean, I was even hearing the music, but without hearing it, like, even just hearing it, like, outside of that, it was weird. It was weird. Alright. So, you're with the incapacitated warehouse worker? Yeah, he wasn't a guard, he was a warehouse worker. You're with him. I'm pretty sure you guys said you tied him up, or you clarified it after I checked with you. Anyway, yeah, so you were in these crates, and you were hoping that these crates would get loaded onto the train. And I was thinking about it, and it doesn't really make sense why a bunch of empty crates would get loaded onto a train, but whatever, you're getting loaded onto the train. So the warehouse workers, like, come over and they check for empty crates, and then since you guys are in them, the crates have weight to them, and you all get loaded onto the train. So we're just gonna, like, time skip a bit forward to you are on the train now. You can hear the sounds of the train running along the... Basically, you hear the train blow its... Assuming it has a smokestack. You hear the train blow like it's, yeah, toot toot, whatever. Because it's a fucking train, Josh. Rourke, it has to make train sounds. How long have you been waiting? I don't know, probably like 20 minutes, tops. Based off of your feeling. Yeah. You didn't ask Fargrim. You don't know? I mean, you could look at a map once you get out and theorize. What the fuck are you doing? Wait, how do I just have to mute this thing? You can just mute it on the server, dude. I muted it. Jesus Christ. If I can give it commands to actually control what it plays, that'd be cool. Anyway, we'll figure that shit out later. Getting back to it, yeah, okay, so you're in the crates, you get loaded onto the train, you hear the sound of the train starting to move and the sound of the wheels rolling along the track and all that fun stuff. Yeah. So that's where we're gonna start. You listen, but all you can hear is the sound of the train on the tracks and the muted breathing of the man beside you. While you're inside of your crate? Vernon, roll a perception check? This music sucks. You know what? Let's just have this play the entire time. Did you roll a 20? Jesus Christ. The DC on that was really low. You know, fine, we'll play this instead. We're on a train, and it's electronic. Yeah, man, it's the Funky Town train. Alright, you hear Rourke. I don't know what he's doing, if he's yelling, if he's whispering. You hear him no matter what, because your ears are just tuned to the sound of his annoying fucking voice. I was speaking from Vernan's perspective. Because he doesn't like you. I don't know. Do you wait for... Like, would you wait... All he said was he called out your name, so... You can hear him. It's up to you to react, because as far as I know, he's not... Oh, the distance? He's pretty close. He's in the same room as you, obviously. Seems like he would be probably like 2 meters max away. Yes, you were working under that assumption. Alright, you're gonna like unseal it? Alright, you... Sure. You work to... I mean, if you guys want to do anything while he's doing this as well, by the way, just let me know. Anybody else. I'm gonna turn this down just a little. Anyway, yeah, you unseal the box, and you get out of your crate. And you can see that the car you're in is filled with sealed crates and barrels. And then there's a door at the end of the... You're at the back of the train, obviously, because there's only one door leading out of the car. And the door leads into another car. It's like over one of those like connections where you go inside of the train for a second briefly. But Alright, everybody else do perception checks. Just do it. Technically you should have done one even when he was calling for burn-in. Just whatever, don't worry about it. Everybody likes rolling. Get rid of all your good rolls now on completely useless rolls. Wow, you guys actually got really high numbers for this completely unnecessary roll. Anyway, everybody hears Rourke saying something. Yep, you do that, and you see the exact same thing that yeah, that's a good idea. You stretch your cramped legs and, like, massage them a bit, but not, like, too much, because it'd be kind of weird. Okay, well, then you do it a lot then. Yeah, I gotta limber up before battle. Oh, shit. What type of dynamic stretching? You could probably hear them opening the crates. Just theoretically. No, he's in his crate. He's been calling out instead of leaving the crate. Alright. This is fucking... You were in an empty one. Yeah, Vernand and Rourke are in ones filled with sugar. And possibly Vorin? I don't even remember. This evening, Vorin's role will be played by me. Guest starring. What? Sure. I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but sure. Alright. I'm waiting for you guys. You seem to remember that Fargrim told you not to tamper with things? Okay. I've been inside of you. You go up to the door, like I said before. It's like a... Yes? Are there... Yeah, it's just got ambient lighting. The lighting rail just kind of, you know, it's got like that all or nothing sort of lighting setup. I don't know. It's got lights. You're fine. Okay, basically, the door... are you expecting... I thought you were just looking through the door. Are you looking through the door, or are you just inspecting it? Alright. So, if you can go... So, basically, the room you're in has crates, barrels, it's got a hatch in the ceiling, and it's got a door leading out of it. The door leading out of it is like one of those sliding doors where it slides out, and then you have to walk across like a small little kind of catwalk that connects the two train cars together, and then there's another sliding door on the other side. Alright. You'd have to get a boost, but you guys wouldn't have to get much of a boost. Yeah. Anyway, you reach up to the hatch, and, do you try to open it, or are you just looking at it? Alright. It's like a skylight, basically. It's got a handle on it that is turned into, like, a position that kind of locks it in place, and it's a glass-paneled, hatch. Yeah, it's a skylight. You don't know that, but you would assume that? Yeah, the way you're looking at it, it looks unlikely that you could open it from the outside unless you tampered with it or broke the glass or something like that. You might be able to pry it open, you don't know. You're at the back of the train. It's okay, guys. I found the best song. Alright, you turn the handle and push the hatch open. Air rushes into your face and blows your hair about sexily in the wind. Technically there are alarms in this world. Yeah, I mean, are you going out of the hatch then? Are you looking outside? Well, I mean, right now Bar opened the hatch. There's not really a room for both of you. Well, I mean, I guess how long after the train left did you guys start fiddling? You know, sure. Let's just say, okay, you get up, you can see the city. It's, like, close, but not that close. You're clearly out of the city. Basically, if you look at the map, you are... I need to open my map 1 second. You are... God, this music is terrible. You're, like, I don't know, like, in line... Just fuck it. You're outside of the city, basically. You can look back and you can see it. You're a bit outside of the city. Somebody might be able to see you if you went onto the roof at this point, but it's unlikely. It's possible, but yeah. Alright, you pull yourself up onto the roof of the moving train. Alright, I mean, you can see basically an expanse of plains and stuff, and Volyar in the distance. I'm not answering that one for you. Theoretically, yes, some of you might not even know what a train is. Jesus Christ, this music. Alright, fuck it, we're going back to this. Okay. Alright. So you're gonna go on hands and knees? Alright, do you guys just sit in the car then while he does this? No. As far as I know, one bar is on top of the train and the rest of you are still in the car. Although, Karax, you have your head peeking out still, or no? Okay. Well, Hold, sure. Oh wait, so you stuck your head back in. Okay. Well, CarX is technically separate from you guys, so... Join me, CarX. How do I move you? Oh god. There we go. There we go. Alright. So, you get onto the roof of the train and you go onto your hands and feet and start to crawl forwards along the train car. You get to the gap of the two train cars, and you can see down below, like I said, there's a catwalk that connects the two train cars. The gap is about, not that much, like 3 feet maybe. You can jump it. So, you're gonna jump across? Alright. Give me an athletics check. Is this athletics or acrobatics? I think it's athletics. It's not really acrobatic. I'm gonna look it up to make sure, but I already said athletic. That's definitely more than enough. Good thing you didn't get that nat 1. Yeah. Alright, yeah, you hop over the gap between train cars. And I'm assuming you immediately go into hands and knees position again? Alright. You start... Oh shit, it was supposed to be acrobatics. No wait, that's a different thing. Never mind. Alright, anyway. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at my notes 1 second. Okay, so as you start to crawl forwards on the second train car, you hear like the screech of a like, it kind of sounds like a hawk or an eagle or something like that. And you look up and you see this weird kind of feathered creature with talons and then these kind of like elk antlers on its head. And it's like kind of circling around right above you. You can do a nature check. I think these things are common. Are they common? Is animal handling a separate thing? I think it's still nature. I'm pretty sure it's nature. Yeah, you don't know what it is. You think you might have heard of these creatures before, and you know. I'll give you one thing. You know that they tend to be near mountains. You think you can remember these types of creatures are near mountains, but you can't remember much else about it. Oh, you're getting close. Like, the lightning rail is heading to Corona Peak. So... Your mic just totally cut out, but I heard you from the other room. Yeah, well, anyway, yeah. This creature's here. Okay. Or is it? It is... Not... It's like, I don't know, medium size. I'm trying to see if it actually has any notes in the... It doesn't... Yeah, I'd say it's maybe a bit bigger than an eagle. You can tell that it's, like, large-ish. Yeah. Yeah. 1 second. I need to, Well, you might get there. You might not. Give me 1 second. Alright. Where's this thing? I might need to make a roll for something. Don't worry about it, though. It's got... You'll be fine. Oh, well, don't worry. It rolled pretty poorly. I mean, it might be doing that. There's a significant chance that it doesn't like you. Okay. Oh. Oh, wait, no, you're good. Alright. Well, it's continuing to kind of circle around you, and then all of a sudden it makes another screeching sound at you and begins to dive bomb towards you. Make a... What is reflex? Is this dexterity, I guess, in this? Make a dex check. I'm gonna say that's okay, based on initiative combined. Alright, so it swoops down to kind of, like, rake you with its talons. Like, it tries to, like, hit you, basically, with its claws outstretched as it aims for your general body or your face or whatever. but you manage to like go flat on your stomach, and it just like misses. It flies right over you, and it kind of like swoops back up again into the air, and like looks like it's going to get ready to attack you again. You could try, but I'm not going to give you any promises. Alright. Alright. So you're going to do a hand axe attack? Okay, I'm going to jump back to everybody else really quickly. Okay. So, do you guys do anything after Bar leaves the train? You want to open the... Oh, jeez. Okay, I mean, what are you inspecting? What are you about the door? What are you trying to find out? No, there's nothing you can see. Looks like a trap on the door. Okay, you open the door. You can now see the catwalk that is in front of, like, that leads between the two train cars. Like I said, it's about a 3 feet gap or whatever. No, like I said, there's a catwalk. As you know, thinking about, do you go to open the door right away as soon as Bar leaves? Okay. As you open the door, you see Bar actually jumping the gap between the two train cars above you. Okay, you go to the next door. Do you look in, or are you opening it, or... Alright, looking into the train car. What is it? Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking notes. Alright, so looking into the second train car, you can see that once again it's filled with a bunch of crates and barrels and a bunch of other stuff, but it also looks like there is some sort of... I'm gonna have to open a second fucking tab on this. I don't remember how to open two windows, guys. I want to open two instances of the same file in Acrobat, but it doesn't like doing that. Whatever, fuck it. I'm gonna have to jump around. Jump around. Alright, so looking through the window, you can see that there's this kind of weird looking robotic creature that kind of looks like a starfish of some sort. It's quite large, like it's basically like bigger than one of the crates you were in. To you especially, Rourke, it's like at least double your height. And it's kind of like this weird mechanical... I said at least double your height. Anyway, it's this weird kind of mechanical looking starfish from what you can see through the window. You're gonna... Well, yeah, unless... Yeah, as far as now, I assume you guys are just sitting back in the other car. Okay, yeah, do you head back then to the car, Rourke? Is that what you're saying? Alright, as you head back to the car, you actually hear... like when you're still on the catwalk, but you hear this screeching sound, like it kind of sounds like an eagle or a hawk or whatever. It sounds like it's kind of like above you guys, basically. But looking up, you don't actually see anything yet. You can just hear this. It sounds like the screeching sound is a bit farther down the train, like, yeah. Okay. Can you look at it yourself? Sure. You see the same thing. Okay, I mean, you can learn more about it by doing perception checks, by the way. Sure, go for it. Usually I give you, like, a very brief overview, and then if you do well enough. Yeah, your character is confused as to how this thing is even standing or functions. The only thing you can kind of tell is that it seems to have, like, 5 different... it's a starfish, so it's got the 5 different, like, tentacles, and it also has, like, 5 legs to support it. But they're like these kind of thin, spindly legs. Yeah, there's 5 tentacles and 5 legs. Starfishes have 5 points, don't they? 5-point star. What are you talking about? Oh, well, by tentacles, I just mean like the 5 different points. No. Well, it does. It's like, there's like 5 legs that hold up a central podium, and then there's like 5 different like tendrils that flop off of it, basically. The 5 points are the fucking tendrils. Jesus. No, it's literally just a star with legs. Okay. Well, so what, does Karax leave the catwalk? Are you gonna come back in? Alright. Are you proposing? No. Shots fired! Okay. Well, as you were going to open the second car of the train, you hear the screeching sound of the eagle hawk creature again. And yeah, I'm gonna jump back to bar really quick. All right, Tim, hi. Okay, it's yeah. So you continually to move along the top of the train, and you said you're ready to hand axe, right? So are you? Yeah. Okay, so are you readying an action, or are you moving? Like, are you stationary or moving? I think technically don't. You have to like be. Do you have to be stationary to ready an action? I guess not. Oh, you're gonna grab it. Alright, well. Okay. Oh, thank fuck I found the fucking thing I was looking for. The problem is I'm dealing with 2 different sets of enemies right now, and I want to have 2 different versions of the monster manual open. Anyway, alright, yeah. So it's swooping around above you again, making these cawing cries that you're pretty sure your teammates should be able to hear, but golly knows if they'll react to the sound of it. And the creature goes to swoop in at you again, and this time I'm actually going to do an attack roll. Alright, you rage. So you're going to try to grab it. Jesus Christ. Because last time I didn't even technically roll an attack roll, because I gave you like a freebie. No, last time you did a dex thing to dodge it. Which is why I never even rolled an attack roll. So, because I didn't want it, like, technically it didn't have advantage on you because its initiative was shitter, so I did some, like, shitter. That's a thing. I did a combination of shit. Well, it misses you, don't worry. So, it swoops at you and misses you, and you react by grabbing it? So, do a grapple check, I guess. Grapple is strength plus mod, isn't it? Just a strength check, basically. I believe it's... No, yeah, a grapple is a part of combat, though. Yeah. Remember we did, like, you did a grapples before when you guys were fighting or whatever. Like, when you, at the very beginning, when we did that, like, thingy. Yeah? Here, I'll look it up. It's a feat. If you look it up in the player's handbook, it should be a thing. Almost positive. It's under, like, combat options. Yeah. I think you get to choose between athletics or like... Yeah. I think so. Yeah, so you are making a grapple check. A strength check contested by target's strength or dexterity. Jesus Christ. It has a chance. It literally has to get an at 20. The bird goes for grapple power. It doesn't succeed. Okay, you have managed to grab onto the bird. The bird creature thing. Oh, well then. Is that 2 actions, though? Well, it has a chance to break out of the grapple is what it does, basically. Okay, so it can do... Yeah, it can see it on its strength or athletic check contested. Yeah, so make another strength check. Jesus Christ, this bird is fucked. So yeah, make another strength test and we'll, like, contest again. Okay. For a second, I thought you had completely obliterated. Alright, well, the bird struggles in your grasp and yet is unable to do anything. Holy shit. Alright. Go. I don't know, whatever you want, man. Aim for its head if you want to. Alright, go for it. Wow. That's great. You know, so here's what I had. I actually did come up with a critical fail system for weapons. It doesn't make as much sense in a grapple situation, but I was saying that, so if you roll a natural 1 and an attack roll, you roll another attack roll. If the second roll would hit, you miss normally. If the second roll would miss, it's a critical fumble. So basically you're aiming for AC now with this next roll. So just do another attack roll. That misses. Oh wait, 14? 14? I see 7. Oh, that's number. Alright. Well, I mean, okay, you hit, but barely. Yeah, you hit. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I know. So you go to swing at it with your hand axe, but it's struggling around so much in your grasp that you can't land a hit on it, and it manages to just, like, deke out of the way, but you still keep your grip on it. Surprisingly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The bird is just squawking at you and going crazy. Can it attack while it's being grappled? Yeah, honestly... See, in this case, I would say technically usually when you're grappling something, it can't attack. But since you're grappling a bird, and it... with one hand... Well, because usually when you grapple a creature, you can't attack them still. Don't you have to, like, push them to the ground? No, I know, so that's what I'm saying. We're making up rules on the spot here. Because the traditional grapple, I think, assumes both hands. So you know what? Instead of actually trying to break free of the grapple, the bird has given up, and it is now going to try to attack you. Alright. And it's going to... Yeah, exactly. It still has, yeah, because if you're holding with one hand, you're not, like, holding both of its talons, I don't think. Wow, you didn't tell me you were aiming for that. I'm gonna assume you didn't. Alright. What's your AC? Not enough. Alright, the bird creature kind of, like, flaps around and then rears back and goes to, like, peck you, and it aims, like, right at your eyes. Luckily, it doesn't get you in the eye, but it still hits you for... hits you for 6 damage. Oh. Well, it hits you for 3 damage. Then it, like, tries to get you with one of its claws. And... it's got multi-attacks. Okay. It goes to try to get you with one of its claws, but after getting pecked, you're wary and you've, like, moved your arm out of the way, and it, like, misses you. Yeah, I'm gonna... because in the interest of... yeah, I'm gonna go back really quick. Oh, Dallas is back too. It looks like. Alright. Alright, hello, I'm back. Okay, Foreign, you've suddenly come to your senses after being, like, mindless and just stupefied. Yeah, I don't even know if he's here, but fuck it. Okay, so when we last left, you were opening the door? Vorin? No, not Vorin, my bad. Vernand? No, Vernand was opening the door. Oh, he is? Okay, well, see, this is something you guys decided when I wasn't here, I guess. Oh, I thought you said I was gonna open the door and attack it, whether, no matter what you guys were doing, kind of thing. Alright, sure, Rourke. So, Rourke, you're opening the door in terms of attempting stealth? Alright, you open the door to the second, I guess, car. Yeah, car. I don't know why I'm having, like, mind farts all the time. You open the door... Okay, what are you just trying to get across the room? Like, the starfish thing is basically like, if you assume the room is a perfect square, it's like in the middle of the room but off on the left side. Oh. So this is stealthily, you're opening the door slowly? Sure. You open the door and it doesn't seem to react just yet. You realize the boxes are all just pushed together, so you'll basically just be getting a height advantage, kind of thing. Like... Alright, you attempt to climb up the boxes. Because you are so short, you can't actually just do it right away, but it's not that hard, so instead of worrying about whether you can climb up it or not, I'm gonna worry about whether you make enough noise doing it or not. Slash, if you're making movement for it to see you. So roll another stealth, I guess. This is why I should've just not how you roll for opening the door. Whatever. But yeah, as you climb up the boxes, you actually, like, end up kicking the boxes a couple times as you, like, kick your feet to pull yourself up. And the, starfish thing hears the sound of you climbing up the boxes and looks right over to you and starts walking over towards you, and it goes, "Intruders detected! Eliminate!" Well, he opened the door, you didn't even have to watch. Alright, now we enter the battle mode. Where is it in my list? Oh, well, it reacts faster than all of you because it is a robot. Anyway, yeah, so have you guys, do all of you enter the car then? It's gonna be kind of awkward because this is like fitting 4 of you in one train car and you're all having to cross the catwalk one at a time. I know, but you have to cross the catwalk one at a time, and it discovered you before they were in the room. Was my point. Anyway, so, since it immediately saw Rourke, the first thing it's going to do is attack Rourke. And it does... what does it do? Yeah, let's do that one. No. This could be really bad. Alright, it goes to attack you with one of its wacky waving inflatable arms. So, it's copyrighted. Just tell me what your AC is, because I'm gonna have to do this a lot. 15? Alright. Alright. It's funny you should mention that. Alright, and one more. So, unsurprisingly, because this... Oh, shit. Unsurprisingly, because this creature has 5... You know what? I'll spread these out. So, unsurprisingly, since this creature has 5 arms, it makes 5 different attacks with each arm. The first 2... So, it gets up to Rourke, and it swings 2 of its 5 arms at him, and it manages to connect with the first 2 arms, dealing... Oh. Wow, my rolls are harsh today. It deals 15 damage to you. I don't think he's dead. I don't think he's dead. No, he's, unconscious. Yeah. So it swings its first two arms at you. The third arm that it was going to aim at you misses anyway. Which one would be the first of one of you other guys to enter the room? Alright, after it's knocked Rourke to the ground, it turns and sees the next person coming into the room, and it hits you with a critical attack. So, that is... Critical is just double the damage roll, right? Oh, so do I just roll an extra dice? Alright. I don't think it does. Oh my god! It deals 10 damage to you, Vernon. I mean, it rolled a 6 on its first damage roll. I wasn't gonna do crit tables right now. I have like a critical fail system I explained to Tim, but... Anyway, yeah, it does that. It is, now... Who's first in this list? Oh, wow, all of your initiatives for this setup are shit. Vorin, you're up first, but you can't... Technically, you're up first, but I'm gonna say since Vernon entered the room first and he's close enough, Vernon can go. Yeah, so Vernon, you can go first. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, there was like no damage rolls last week, was there? Or attack rolls, I should say. Yeah, that hits for sure. No, don't worry, it's not that bad. Wow, that sucks. Yeah, so you throw a flurry of punches at the creature, but you seem to just not be able to land your punches in the right area. Wait, so you... Oh, shit. Wait, did you roll another 1 on damage? Or that... Oh, shit, that was an attack? Okay, so you dealt 5 damage, right? Okay. You dealt 5. The 12 does not hit. And, okay, so the way I have my critical failure system working is that if a player rolls a natural 1 on an attack roll, he rolls another attack roll, and if the second attack roll would hit, he just misses normally. If it would miss, it's a critical fumble. So, I think it's kind of a fair way. Yeah. Well, we'll do critical attacks too, probably. I just might not do it for enemies. Yeah, roll another attack roll. This is to determine if it's just a normal miss or if you, like, fumble. You're fine. Alright. It's now Vorin's turn. I'm just gonna say Vorin comes next in the car. Vorin, you enter the room and you see Rourke lying on the ground and this weird starfish creature. Oh. Okay. How much does it heal? Is it to heal 12? Okay, Rourke, you remember how much... It's a bonus action. Rourke, do you remember how much in the negative you were? Okay, you are at 10 then. Okay. A sense of strength. Okay. It's only people in the room, right? What's this up to 3 targets right there? Yeah, so everybody in the room is what I was saying, because you can't technically get bar. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of bar... I mean, sure. Well, no, you'll get him. You'll join the room in time. I'll let him do you. Oh, yeah, you're right. Alright, so in the meantime, so after you cast this spell, you actually hear, like, thumps on the roof of the train and more of this screeching sound of, like, this eagle or hawk thing. And I will be back to you in a second. Alright, hey, I'm back. Alright, do you remember where we were at? Was it its turn or your turn? I think you just attacked it and missed, right? Did it attack you? Oh, yeah, yeah, it didn't try to escape. It just attacked you. Alright, so it's your turn. Bird pet. Oh, you're saying... Okay, I thought you were saying that was an action. And I'm like, bird... You can try to make another nature check to glean more about the creature. I guess. Yeah, I'll let you do that as a free action. You feel like you almost know less about the creature now than you did before. I mean, you could try to knock it unconscious. Oh, yeah. Okay. You with your rope? Okay, you sheath your axe and you're getting a rope. And then you're gonna try to tie it with one hand. You could, like, cut off its legs, I guess. You try to clip its wings. Alright. Well, do what you gotta do. You missed. You swing your axe at the bird, but it's just fluttering around so goddamn much. You just... Do you get an advantage on this or anything because of rage? Just to... throw you any lifelines? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you managed... You miss it. It's freaking out. Did you distract your health, by the way, when it attacked you? Okay, you did. Alright, well, the bird is just... It's pissed off at you. And it just wants to peck your eyes out, basically, is how it's feeling. And it goes back to be Pecky McPeckerson again at you. And it, you said your AC was like 15, 16? Alright, it misses with its beak. And and it goes to rake you with its talons. Again, it's really just trying to do something. Well, it has talons per feet. I don't think it is. I thought it was the individual toe. Anyway, it misses you. You're like a bird tamer right now. You know, like one of those people at the bird shows with the hawks and stuff at like the bird sanctuaries. Yeah, it misses you with both of its attacks. You can see that it's kind of getting tired out a bit, but... Oh, shit. I just learned something else about this creature. Also, apparently it is damage resist. I mean, what? It doesn't have that? Yeah, it is. These fights may have been constructed around expecting the entire party to be there. Yeah. At the same time, so after the bird misses you, you feel like you can hear fainted, muted-like voices below you, like, kind of like yelling, and one of them sounds a bit electronic. Yeah, you can try to do that. I'm gonna say, give me a, like, dexterity check, though. Just to determine if it tries to, like, opportunity attack you, because technically... Yeah, you know, you managed to make it over just keeping the bird at arm's length from you as you still hold on to it. So you moved over to the hatch, right? Alright, see, I'm trying to figure out time synchronization to figure out where you would be at the same time as them. I think you'd be ahead of them, which is kind of weird, because we did you first. So I'm gonna say, when you look down through the hatch, you see this weird kind of, like, like, starfish-looking robot that has, like, these 5 kind of metallic tentacles and, these, like, 5, like, spindly legs holding it up. You can see that, like, Rourke is just getting up from lying on the ground, and he appears to be pretty damn bloody. And then, like, Vernand is in a battle position, Karax has, like, just entered the room, and Voran appears to have just finished, like, chanting a spell. It's pretty damn close. It's, closer to the right side of the room, but if you drop down the hatch, you basically be, like, behind it. Yeah, and then I'll tell you if it's possible. That's how D&D works. Jesus. Okay. Yep. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna say this could happen. All right, let's everybody rejoin. Hello, guys. So, as the red mist clears the room and Rourke stands up, you hear a smashing sound as if glass is crashing, and Barr suddenly jumps through the hatch in this room and lands behind the robot. And then he goes to swing his axe at it from behind. No, you cannot switch weapons after using one to break the hatch. No. I'm saying no. The hatch is small enough that him even jumping down into it gracefully without lowering himself is pretty damn difficult. Yeah, I know. You hit it. Yeah, you hit the robotic tentacle monster in... You did 8? None, surprisingly. He has like a minor like hole in his cheek, kind of like a little gash in his cheek that he's bleeding from, and he appears to have some weird kind of like brightly colored blue-red feathers that are just like floating down the hatch behind him. But other than that, he seems to be okay. Okay, so now we're all to Jesus Christ. Okay, next it would be Karax's turn. So you don't rage? You have like a rage tile dysfunction? That was a shitty joke. That was a shitty joke. Anyway, so wait, you're trying to you don't rage then. Okay. Yeah, go attack it. Rourke is short enough, and Vernon, I guess, will move out of the way that I'll say you can. No, he gets like, oh, how you doing? Sorry, sometimes I have a hard time looking over since I'm the DM and also the streamer. When did you... Yeah, you miss. Nah, you swing your axe to try to hit it, but like, so think of a starfish sitting vertically, it instead like rotates its limbs to go horizontally, and your axe just passes like right over it. Like the center body or whatever is on like a 6-axis kind of like ball or whatever. Yeah. Basically, like, it was looking at you like face forward, but it like rotates to be like not looking at you. Anyway, it is now the disturbing robot creature's turn. Again. Actually, skipped you because you were down. I think that's how D&D works, isn't it? What? Yours wasn't. You were supposed to go after Vernon. Or before him, actually. You'll yell at it. What do you yell? It says, initiating battle sequence. No, sorry, yeah, I meant you would be after Voron or, wait, what? No, it's because Voron wasn't in the room yet. I mean, I guess theoretically. I don't know, sure, whatever, you can attack it. I don't even care. He was down. Yeah, it was wishy-washy, because I already made Vernon go before, but I said whatever, go, attack it. Or you can just roll dice normally, whatever you prefer. Let's change the music to something else. 19. You hit it. I mean, just roll damage. Oh, I guess you don't have to. I usually roll, just roll damage all the time. You're attacking with what? Your rapier? Your... Oh, okay. Does it get a negative penalty for being in close range? I don't remember. This is going to be something I'm going to trust you to tell me. I'm not as familiar with ranged attacks. Yeah, it just knocked you down. It's not that far away from you. It's like 5 feet or less. Well, it's the same attack roll, isn't it? Then it still hits. As long as your modifier is the same. I don't care. I don't know if they do. I was asking. Oof. Well, you thrust out your rapier, aiming to stab the... Well, since you didn't tell me where you were aiming to stab the mechanical robot in one of its limbs, but you find that your aim just doesn't quite hit its mark, and you kind of like glance off the side of it a bit. It speaks to its quality. What the shit? Oh god, I accidentally reduced its health by a lot more than I meant to. Anyway, now it is this creature's turn. So, technically, I don't know what the actual order of events would have been if Bar would have dropped in after Rourke or not, but we're going to say that Rourke attacked after Bar. So it is now turned again to look at Rourke where he was, and it looks... Alright, you disengage. The robot is still looking at you with all of its appendages, eyes. I mean, how far do you move? Can we keep in mind we're in a train car? No, that's fine. I'm just saying, how far do you expect to move? Like, you're in a train car. Are you moving behind somebody? As part of your move action? Is that... I guess, whatever. No, you're still gonna be in range. Sure, you get up on the boxes, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, the robot goes back to look at the larger group of you, not including Bar, because he's not part of the larger group right now. And it, like, it rotates its, like, tentacles again, and kind of, like, opens up this mouth hole in, like, the middle of all of them, and sprays out this gas, this yellow gas, in a big 30-foot cone. So each one of you guys, so everybody but Bar, needs to roll a Constitution saving throw. It's a DC 11. Everybody's been fine so far. Not Rourke. Rourke, you feel all of your limbs freeze in place, like you can't move. Almost like you're paralyzed. Yeah. I mean, you can't talk. I'm pretty sure paralysis includes the whole body, but I can check just to make sure. A paralyzed creature is incapacitated and can't move or speak. Oh my god. You're paralyzed! You can't move or speak! Fuck you! No. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it did. Next up is, Bar, I guess, again. For my actual initiative. Yeah. Alright. Oh, boy. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. Oh, sure, what do you want to do? We'll make this crazy. Wait, why did you roll 3d12? Is that off of crits? Oh, fuck balls. Alright, well, the Pentadrone its sensors indicate that there is a large threat behind it, and it realizes it may have made a grave miscalculation in its paralysis attempt on the rest of the group. As it turns around to face you, you whip your great axe at it in a great sweeping arc. Luckily, you're not near anybody else, so you don't accidentally hit them. You swing across it and you cleave through its tentacles and its legs all in one fatal blow. It gushes out oil and sparks electricity everywhere, and the oil and the electricity combined actually burst into flames and lights itself on fire as it slowly burns itself to death and disintegrates into dust. You can't do that without something to stand on. You could turn the hat. You could turn your hat backwards. And no, it burned itself out basically. Yo, Vincent, can you get MusicBot to play the thing from OC, whatever, the thing with the sunglasses? Or no, it's too much. Whatever, it's too much trouble. Just... What is the name of that song though? What's the actual? Is it something Miami, right? It's CSI Miami, right? Yeah, I did. I definitely fucked it up. It's okay, here. Okay, it's playing on my side. You guys can't hear it. But yeah, you basically do that, except instead of sunglasses, you slowly turn your baseball cap back, and what is the line you say? I was hoping for some cool flame-related pun. I'm sorry. It's, yeah. Unrelated completely to the current event. Anyway, yeah, it disintegrates into, like, dust, basically, so there's nothing left of it.